September 4th. This is an update of the other Hummer garden and its progress. So because of the extreme heat and cold, unfortunately the bee balm has been spent or it's molded. It's very susceptible to this. It's just a natural thing that occurs with bee balm. My cleanome over there is doing quite well, except I started it very late, so no flowers, and I believe it's an annual, so I'm not going to get anything out of that. The vermilion just has a few little flowers left, not much. I'm so impressed with Agastache. I have to get a bunch more of these because it is a winner, and these blooms are just so resilient to all of the weather that we have here in Zone 3. My black-eyed Susans here are doing very well. I think they're establishing quite nicely. Next year I hope they'll be very good. The ones I started from seed, right there, are pretty slow, so the ones I bought are much better. My cone flowers are spent from the extreme heat. This one here too, it just got stomped or something, probably by a squirrel. The other ones are quite spent as well. I have my poker plant there, which I'm so excited when that actually establishes. The Crosmina, oh my god, some wind really messed it up the other day. There's some interesting bulbs on there though, which are very cool. So I hope next year that's going to be awesome. This other bee balm did not flower, and it's getting mold, so I think it's done. Don't think there's going to be anything else happening there on that one this year, but it looks very healthy and well established for next year, minus the mold. I also have a butterfly bush here, which didn't last too long, but I hope it does come back. I think at this year you just have to have a lot of annuals September, because there's not much going on, and I don't see much in town either. I have one little tiny Crosmina flower that the hummingbird still comes to see if there's anything left, but I'm sorry, it's done. And fuchsia's going strong. It's really resilient to wind and everything, and they just love the fuchsia. So this is definitely just a winner for annuals. So I'm really happy about that. So we'll have to see how the garden takes the fall, and just kind of see what happens next year and what comes up. That sage didn't come back. I did deadhead it, but nothing's happening over there. And then next year I'm going to actually work on this side of the garden. I put some pine down and some mulch. I've got some oak trees here and some lilies, but the ground here is extremely rocky, so it's very hard to dig up. So this will be a project for next spring, and to look back and see these giant, I don't know if they're weeds or what they are, but they just kind of came up out of nowhere. Very strange. And it is nice that there's two little baby oaks right there, so I'm going to honor them and create some nice mulching by their area. Anyways, that's the Hummer garden.